Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Hope you're well. Quick little video here, just an update of what we've been doing other than freezing to death here this evening. I needed the cylinder off of this saw. It was this one of the two 660s, the one that didn't blow up. Little red barn pop up in it. Once I tore it down, I'm glad I did. It was about to let go as well. I had a big stress crack across the crown of it, right through the pop-up area. And just so much wire on the piston skirts. Not from my port work or anything. I don't mean scoring. Just look at the difference in the color between the very bottom of the skirt and the rest of the piston. And the tolerances in the cylinder were just horrible. It was like I tore down a 20-year-old saw and it had a tank of fuel on it. So the other one had some more time on it. I'm guessing, either they don't like high RPMs or high compression, or they're just manufactured from some cheap garbage and made to look pretty when you pull it out of the box. Sadly, I have two more of those pistons in 372 based saws. We will be pulling them down and getting them out. I'd feel safer with the Farmertec in there or any other $20 Chinese junk than that. And sadly enough, they're not real expensive. They're kind of in the middle. I wish I would have just spent a couple more bucks and bought a Hyway pop-up to go on the two. We wouldn't be doing any of this right now, but I bought a Hyway big bore for this, or should I say the wife bought it for us. I've never bought a Hyway cylinder. They are nice, but don't expect port timing to be great right out of the box. I think it's just a common deal with this series of saw, especially when you pick the big bore. But whatever it is, what it is. But me and Simple Man were talking, and I kind of think I've not touched this. All I've done is deck the base. I had to run a gasket. Squish was too tight without one. It was like 14 thousandths. I've heard of guys running on that tight and tighter, but, I have enough common sense to know that things expand when they get hot, and, it don't take a lot of carbon build up to take up 2 or 3 thousandths, I guess, but I'm not going to run one that tight. We've got this one with the metal shim gasket at 25 thousandths. It's a 99.5cc saw, 56mm bore with the pop-up. It'll be just fine there. My other one's set at 25 thousandths as well, but the exhaust timing on it's a little later than this one. Exhaust timing, once I polish this and everything's said and done, we're probably looking at 96 degrees. That ain't god-awful horrible for one of these, but a little earlier than I like one to open, but I think it'll be just fine. But what I'm getting at is the flange on this port is a little narrower than normal, kind of like it's been opened up. And if I can get the light just right, you can kind of see almost like the angle changes back there in the back, like it's been widened and blended back in, but not quite what I would do, but, it doesn't look bad either, and kind of like they were going for a polished texture. It ain't polished, but it is really slick. You can put it on and run it just as is, I think. Transfers look nice in it. There's no big plating overhangs, and you know how you got this big transition down here normally. It's not. It's almost blended in and smooth, and like I said, there's no plating overhang or anything. Just real nice, and got, a pretty nice texture, and it feels like probably a 60, 80 grit texture. Kind of weird. Could just be me, but I've heard others say it too, that they look like they were molded off ported cylinder. Intake ports the same way. You can see there's some stuff done there that some of us do, I think, that I do. Could just be in my head and seeing things, but I swear I've not touched this. This thing looks like it was ported. And you may have seen some lines down in there. It's just where I drew lines to move the transfers, but to be honest with you, they need moved quite some bit more than that, but my mottos go a little bit at a time and see how it works. Always has been and seems to work out just fine, 90% of the time. But let's see, squish band. It's completely flat all around, smooth. Looks like they were going for that. You guys have seen the Farmertec ones and other aftermarket ones, and hell, the OEM ones for that. Just a really nice cylinder, but exhaust timing ain't too happy with. Transfers are open and just shy of 130. We're at the bottom of that Sharpie mark. That one's really can't hardly see it. You can see that one a little better. Be about 123. I'd really like to have them around 124, or even 120 or 119. With the exhaust roof that high, but we'll just move them to there. It'll blow down up a little tighter in an area where I would like it, but the intake timing, 170 degrees of duration, things open and dead on 85 degrees. I've had saws here that they opened at that, but they were normally, big quad port transfers, and just a totally different design. We had another cylinder on the other 660, had some crazy blowdown like that too, like 32 degrees or something. This would be 34 once it's all said and done, unless I grind them. I don't know. I see a lot of these run on YouTube with the big bore that ain't ported, and they're not very impressive at all. I don't know what big bore cylinder they're using, but I'm half tempted for now, because I've got so much other stuff that needs to be done, saw related, is just to bolt this thing on, because the chamfering's good. It's not going to hang a ring or anything. It better not. It is a dang $130 cylinder. And just see how it runs. Maybe get this other one together that we're kind of doing more of a race saw build on it, because it's done been blown up once. I'm taking a little more time there's been crankcase work, some flow work done. I've done some work to the crank, some stuff I've never shown, or stuff you never see people do. We'll do some stuff to the piston on it, and port work on the cylinder, of course, is going to change some. It'll either go or blow. It's already blown once, but I'm going to put a piston in it that I think's just a little better, and, hopefully don't end up with catastrophe again. But when you do see that one, it'll have a short bar on it and cutting cookies, and hopefully cutting them really fast. But this one, I'd like to have a really nice long bar work saw out of it. And, I can't judge it because it's such a big bore, but I don't know if I'm going to get it just bolting that on without doing any more work than I've done already. So I don't know. I'm undecided here. I'm sure you guys will find out what I've done in a day or two, but just wanted to share what's going on. Calvin, Simple Man's brother, that we done the 395 for, and several other saws. We've done a couple 61s for him and an 026. He runs tree service, so, they are work saws. He's really happy with that 395. So he called me up, and he's got another 395 that's actually newer than that one. We're going to do the same exact port work on that one. And then he's got a steel MS 441. We're going to do some work on that, and a MS 250 that I think needs some freshening up, he said, and some other work, and we're going to do a little port work to that as well. So that's some builds you can look forward to in the near future. Got Simple Man's 2150 down here in the box. We're going to order a Hyway big bore for it as well. Should be an interesting build there. But just some stuff you guys can look forward to in the future. I've still got the 460 kit saw I've not even looked at. We got to get into that sometime, and this whole first shelf, the top half of it, is just stuff we need to get into and do. So guys, we've got projects for the whole year, I guess, of 2022, and channel's growing. That's a good thing. It is making a little bit of money. It's not what you think. So if you're growing slowly and you ain't monetized, don't lose any sleep over it, guys. Unless you've got tens of thousands of followers, the money from YouTube's just really not going to be that great. When we do get the first check in a little bit, it'll tickle us a little bit. We'll probably share it with the channel, but the little amount of money it's going to be is going to be laughable as well. But some money's better than no money's the way I look at it. And I never started it for the money anyway, but, whatever it is, what it is, if, we're just sharing what we're doing here and YouTube gives us a little coin for it, that's awesome. But it wouldn't happen without you followers, and I want to thank each and every one of you, whether you like me or not, or whether you like my builds or not. But anyway, as always, I'm about froze out here tonight, and I'm going to head in the house next to the wood stove and try to ponder and figure out what I'm going to do with this. It'll probably end up just fully ported with some JB weld in the intake port and go with there, but it's a little disappointing that I'm going to have to epoxy up the intake of a $130 cylinder, but it is what it is. That's the game we play here, but as always, you guys stay safe, stay warm, have a good one.